why do we need to think about family tree? Because if you examine your own families, you can see some kind of problem persisting in every generation of your family. For example, some families, when you examine, most of the family members are afflicted with certain kind of sicknesses. Continuation, generational, hereditary sicknesses. Sometimes it means mental sicknesses, schizophrenia, or some other sicknesses. You can see in the hereditary it is there. But at the same time, not every family has this. Only some families do have this problem, hereditary sicknesses. And some other families have got some other hereditary sicknesses. It need not be the same kind of mental problem, but sometimes physical ailments, certain hereditary sicknesses that is continued and passed on to the next generation. Sometimes even cancer. I know one family, most of the family members are affected by the cancer, and some of them already died because of this. There are some other families have got some other problems. For example, some families have no marriages taking place for many years, many generations, and somebody or the other is not married in the family. Maybe one person may be married, or out of so many children, maybe one person or two persons are married, but most of the family members are not married. And sometimes some families no children, and some families, they had some years ago, there were a lot of money and finance, there were a lot of richness and wealth. But now, even if they work hard so much, even if they get a lot of money as salary, but nothing is effective. They are still living in most of the time in poverty. Nothing seems to be working in their family. There are so many issues like these, so many problems in this many families. And some families are always in sorrow. Always in sorrow. Some families, everyone in the family is always suffering from one way or the other, sicknesses after sicknesses. So these kinds of problems. Some families, they are having uncontrolled anger issues. Everyone is so violent nature. But at the same time, some other families you can see very calm and quiet and loving and forgiving and humble. But some families are so violent. The whole family tree, most of them have got this problem. So there is something that is going wrong, not just for one person, but you can see the same type of things are happening in the family tree. In every generation you can see this. So this is where we need healing. And that means there is somewhere a starting point. There is a starting point somewhere, and there is a reason behind this starting point. And we need to find it out. And most of the cases, it is not easy to find out because it is gone for some generations before generations. Maybe some 4 or 5, 6 generations backward. We can't go back to so many generations because we have no clue about our old generations. Because no one keep a record of everything that happened in the old and past generations of our family. Therefore, the only one way we can get rid of this problem is ask Jesus to go back to the old generation of our family, and we on behalf of them standing as a proxy, and we ask forgiveness from all the sins that they have committed, and knowingly or unknowingly, we do the reparation. We need to do the reparation. We need to rectify the mistakes that is committed through some pious activities, spiritual activities, some prayers, some sacrifices, penances. Praise the Lord.